A sprawling camp for the displaced in Maiduguri. It's one of dozens dotting the landscape of northeastern Nigeria. In some of the camps, aid workers hand out soap and water in a race to improve personal hygiene as more coronavirus infections and deaths are reported.
People are complying very well. The level of compliance, as you can see, is here. The securities at the gates are quite around trying to enforce. In fact, I even cited somebody who wanted to gain access to the camp, and then the person actually declined to wash his hand, and of course he was denied access.
But the residents here are undernourished, with some having to wait in lines to fetch drinking water. Overcrowding is another major problem, making social distancing almost impossible.
There's no support or any donation that will encourage hygiene and healthy lifestyles, but yet they are still making emphasis on coughing etiquette and good personal hygiene. So how do you expect the less privileged in the camp to cope with this situation?
We are always praying. That's all we can do. This is a test from Almighty God, so we ought to accept it with good faith.
10 years of war with Boko Haram, the group fighting against Nigeria's army has forced more than 2.5 million people from their homes into camps like this. The United Nations announced emergency response measures to mitigate the spread of coronavirus among the most vulnerable in the Northeast. But organizations such as Doctors Without Borders say the situation in the camps is dire. It's made worse by the continuing Boko Haram attacks, not only in northeastern Nigeria, but in neighboring Cameroon, Chad, and Niger Republic. Many fear a coronavirus outbreak in these camps could be catastrophic, a fear that's becoming more real with health facilities crumbling across the country. Ahmed Idris, Al Jazeera.